What do we have here? Is it giveaway time?
Yeah, it's definitely giveaway time.
I feel like it's giveaway time because we got the Shieldon here. We got the Shieldon. What's it called? The Relicanth. No, this is a shit. This isn't the giveaway knife. This is a different Shieldon. This is the giveaway knife. The Shieldon Relicanth, whatever. Which I'm not opening. That's for the winner to open and review. You got to review it. That's the deal, man. If you get picked, you got to review the knife. If you don't review it, you actually have to pay me $100.
Terms and conditions may apply. In fact, they are shown below. Terms and conditions definitely do apply. If you receive the knife for the prize, you must review the knife and send in the review within 24 hours, or you have to pay $5.10 million.
No, just do it. Just friggin' review it. But this is another Shieldon. I thought we'd grab another one and check out a different one. This one costs a little bit more. The Relicanth, I think, was $25, something like that. So you know, you're not reviewing a super high expensive knife. You know, this one has Damascus. It's the Charkos. The Charkos. I feel like it has like a sort of an evil sounding name, the Charkos. So maybe it's, I don't remember what the hell it looks like. I thought maybe it was red. We're going to see what color it is. I don't remember. Okay, yeah, well, okay. It's sort of a red. Oh, that's right. It's red G10 and carbon fiber. I have another knife that's that same kind of thing. Boy, that sucker's got some chunkiness to it. That's my first notice of it. Looks like Damascus, yeah. And then a clip, kind of a generic steel clip, but interesting position, way down here low, kind of on the body. But she's a chunk. Let's get rid of this sweet sheath thingy majigger and get the scale. Get the pry bar knife scale out here. Okay, guess 5.2. 5.7. Damn, she's a fatty. So this is almost a 6-ounce knife. Woo! Now that's not a bad snap out there on the blade. That's a nice little pop. Okay. Boy, she is a biggin. Now that I'm kind of looking at it, what's the length on this bastard? Let's get this bad boy out here and see what we're talking about. Wow, over 9 inches. Like a 9.25 inches. That's got to be a 4-inch plus blade. Let's see. Yeah, it's right at 4 inches there. And if you go down a little more, it's going to be 4 inches, 4.2, something like that. So I want to say 4.2 inches, something like that on the blade. Now, what do we have for a blade? It's Damascus. VG10 core. So you can, well, that's interesting. Look at that. So the core starts right above the edge on this side, but it's real high on this side. So that means this edge is over this way. So if I pull it up this way, yeah, so you can see that core, you can see the core on the spine, and it's pushed over to this side. So when they make Damascus, they have to find the core, then they have to grind the piece down until they've kind of centered the core, because the core isn't always centered. It usually isn't in a big chunk of like raw Damascus. So say this was twice as thick originally, right? They cut it down some, and then they acid etch it and find the core so they can see it, and then they kind of decide where to cut down so that they keep that core in the center. Or they don't do any of that and just do their best and take a guess at it and go quick, which is what these guys might have done. But at least it's in the center. You know, it's sticking out a lot less on this side, a lot more on this side. But that's the VG10, which is a decent steel, you know, a decent budget steel. And then the outside is probably like 8CR, 7CR mixed together or something like that. So it's like a jacketed Damascus around a core. So, you know, it's cool. It has a nice sound though, and boy, it has a nice detent. The detent is very strong. Let's try the flipper. Yeah, that's really nice. It is a big chunk of a knife too, well over 1/2 inch, I would say, at the center. Pretty well milled out inside for weight relief on those fairly thick steel liners. Kind of cool how they have the kind of a gray texture on, or not gray texture, gray color on the liners, and then the pocket clip is kind of that same gray. Kind of well done there. They're kind of going for the same gray that's in the dark parts of the Damascus, I think, kind of. Yeah, I think this sucker was like 70, 80 bucks, so not super cheap. But, well, it's got a decent edge on it. Let's get a piece of paper. This is some shitty paper that got wet, so it's not going to be the easiest cutting, probably. Okay, yeah, it's not the sharpest. I didn't feel like it was going to be. Well, on regular paper, though, that's not been soaking wet, it's cutting. Yeah, it's like a jagged sharp, and pretty regular, actually. Feels pretty regular without too many hiccups in it. Yeah, that's not bad. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't want to put any pressure and run my finger down it. That's kind of how I judge a knife sometimes. Is like, if I pick it up and go, does that feel like I would feel safe running my finger down it with any pressure? And this one, boy, if you put the lightest pressure, I feel okay. But any more than that, I'd be a little worried that I might end up leaking. Yeah, I don't hate it. Oh, they got the name right there. The Shieldon, well, it doesn't say Shieldon, but it says Charkos, Django. And then they got a little number right here, 70920D1 something. Fuck, I don't know, man. Some numbers right there. Then they got Shieldon on this side. So they got this kind of decent looking Damascus. They got it all billboarded up with shit all over it. I'm kind of tempted to polish it and give it like a full polish. The problem is the thumb stud is not removable. I mean, you can remove it. You know, obviously you can twist the two parts apart from each other and get it out of there somehow, but it won't be easy. It's not removable the same way this one is. This is a Kaiser Clairvoyant. As you can see, you know, it has a thumb stud that looks normal on this side, and on this side there's a little Torx hole, so you can put your little Torx wrench in there and undo it and get it off there nice and easy. So the guessing is this one's probably just a press fit thumb stud that's pressed on to a little axle between the two pieces and pressed so hard that it just stays on. So you can undo it, but it takes some effort. The Damascus is not bad looking. It's not the best ever, but you know, I guess it's sort of a raindrop Damascus, I guess. Not bad. Might look nice polished up. The G10 and then layered with carbon fiber on the handle looks nice enough. They could have done better with the pocket clip. It's kind of a generic, you know, $20 knife pocket clip. The rest of it's pretty good. How's our lockup? Looking good. So it's a liner lock, and the liner lock part goes a little bit above where it needs to be. That's okay. They do that, I understand. But it is a little sharp right on that little edge where it goes higher than the tang of the knife. So, you know, it's not easy to get to, though. I have to almost kind of look for it to feel it. So I don't feel it when I'm unlocking, really. Lock access, pretty damn good. Look at that. Now that's why it's so good. Look at that. They got this side cut down so that you can basically see this side poking way up. Now that means my thumb just goes right in there, presses it, easy peasy. Nice centering, very good. Let's see, does it look pretty straight? Yeah, give it, oh, you know what? This sucker leans over to the right, just a tiny bit. I don't know if you can see it. But it does. It leans over to the right just a tiny bit. That's weird that it's actually centered when it's closed, but when it's open, it has a tiny bit of a lean to the right. That is interesting. How do you do that? I don't know. I'm not sure. Whatever. It works, though. It's a, you know what it reminds me a little bit of? The, was it Reich? No, not Reich. Shit, I'm trying to remember. You know what? I have another one of their knives over here somewhere. Let me look at it. Max Ace. So there's a Max Ace, and it's like this big, kind of monstery knife. I think it's 4.5-inch blade. This guy reminds me of it. I will put the name of it up here. Kind of reminds me of that guy. It had a bolster and then a G10 down here. Pretty cool knife. I had one for a while. This is okay. I don't mind this guy. It's got some nice little standoffs in there, kind of beefy looking. You know, your kind of basic construction and even kind of your basic knife shape, but pretty well done. Edges are chamfered as they should be, you know. The jimping is nice, even though, it's not super sticky. At least it's there, you know. It gives you a little bit of extra grip. The shape of it, pretty ergonomic. Where this pocket clip falls, not the best place. It'd be better if it was centered or even up higher a little bit. But it's not terrible. Sharpening choil could be a little better. All they had to do was cut it out a little higher, as usual. Just gone to about there and around instead of down here. So, you know, it's not bad though. The flipper tab is a little on the large side, but it's a big blade. Maybe you need that big bit of power to open it. Look at this stuff they do. It's interesting. They do this on a couple of their knives. It's like this little surround around the pivot of the handle material that sticks up higher than the rest of the handle and has a little little curvy shapes cut into it. It's almost like they picked a pivot that was too big for the knife and had to make up for it. But I've seen it on their other knives too, so I don't think so. I think it's a style thing for them, I guess. The Bulbasaur. I'm going to put a link to the Bulbasaur, another Shieldon knife that's pretty damn cool. It comes, you can get it with a fully polished mirror blade. Really cool knife. I did a review on it, so I'll look that up and I'll put the Bulbasaur name right here just so you have it, and then I'll put the link down in the description on that one. That one's a kind of a cool, another great, well, I wouldn't say great, but really pretty good Shieldon knife build. Now we still we got to give this guy away. Okay, we got to give away the Shieldon Relicanth. Okay. That's the orange boy. That's the kind of Halloween looking kind of black and orange deal. So we're going to give this one away to whoever sounds like they would really review it and send me the video. And that's basically all I want, you know, somebody to give it a shot. Give it their review and let me know what they think about it. Right? And maybe I'll buy another one. If the review says it's really good, maybe I'll buy another one. Yeah, I don't know. It looked cool. It's not nearly as big as this guy. I think it's more of an EDC size knife. So, yeah, let's get this guy out to whoever sounds like they're going to review it. So I'm going to start going through the comments, and we'll read them together, and we will see who deserves a shot at reviewing this Shieldon Relicanth. So let's do a damn giveaway then. I pulled up the video here. Let's look at the comments. Only got 14 comments, so this is going to be a pretty easy pick. Yeah, for whatever reason, people don't want the free knife. I mean, maybe because they have to do the review on it. I don't know. Let's see here. We got Sean Thomas. I think he's maybe won stuff before, but that doesn't stop me because this is a totally new thing. You know what I'm saying? I've reviewed the Shieldon. I'm not someone who has reviewed knives on YouTube, but I've watched a lot. I also have appreciation for best bang for the buck. Not that buck, but sometimes buck knives are good. They can be. Congrats on 600. That was nice. Yeah. Also, yeah. I use a knife every day. I gladly see if it will stand up or need tossed in the trash. Well, you can't toss it in the trash. You got to do the video on it first, at least. All right. Kudos on the 6 centuries. I think that the Kaiser Clipper is overlooked as a daily carry. Okay, did I check that out? Let's see. I just unboxed a few Kaisers. Yeah, I don't know. I got to look into the Clipper. I'm not sure which one that is. Philip Salpa, I'd review the fuck out of this knife because this brand seems pretty aware of the likes and dislikes of the knife community when it comes to the designs and materials. You know what? That sounds pretty smart. Let's see. This seems cool to check out, but they're unavailable where I live. Oh, that's right. He's some other country. I forget which one. Also, Jesus fucking Christ, Kendra's back. Richard, what are you thinking? So, you know what? I'm actually going to ask him right now. Where are you located? You know what? Because I might do I might do 2 of these. I might give one to somebody and one to somebody else and see if we could have almost like a review off between the people who review it. And we'll see which review is better. So we will review the reviewers if I could do two. Let's see. Well, I don't know if I'd be a good reviewer, but I do have everything we need to do a proper review. You know what? That is a good thing. So what did I say? Probably, yeah, that's definitely a plus. Yeah. All right. So just into EDC. Let's see. I probably shouldn't get that out of there. Just into EDC. Sounds like he's in for it. That knife looks nice. I never reviewed a knife on YouTube. My English is not my first language. Oh, I remember this guy. This is Danig Abralowski. I think he's been around for a while too. Yeah, English is not my first language, but I would do it, of course. It might sound like not your average reviewer. Well, that is a good thing. For sure, it would not sound like your average reviewer, but who knows? Congrats on 600, 601 episodes, man. Let's see, what did I say? Oh, are you in the U.S.? No, I'm not, but I have a proxy friend in Texas. That is sweet. I have a friend in Texas too. I wonder if they know each other. I would be a horrible knife reviewer. I don't know anything about knives, anything about knife steels, handle materials, or blade shapes. Honestly, the only thing I know about knives is that the pointy end goes away from you. Yeah, that's right. Unless it's one of those cleavery deals with no pointy end, then you don't know what the fuck to do with it. I've never done a cut test. Where did I go? I've never done a cut test, sharpened, or used a knife in an EDC type situation. Okay, that might disqualify you to to review a knife. I've never done a cut test, sharpened an edge. That's okay though. A lot of people haven't, or used a knife in an EDC type situation. How have you never used a knife? Like you just pull a knife out and go, oh, I can cut, these shoelaces are too long. I'll cut them off. Like never? That's wild. Okay. In fact, the only thing I really use my knives for is to jab things at the local supermarket. Jug of milk, poke, watermelon. Okay, he's just joking, man. Poke, shopping cart with wobbly wheel, poke. My video and editing skills are top notch. However, unfortunately, my camcorder is a bit unwieldy and I shoot right-handed. This means that I'd have to perform all the knife tasks with my left hand, and I haven't quite got the left-handed poke down yet. Also, do you know how much it costs to ship a VHS tape? Not falling for that trap again. I don't care how profitable they say the amateur movies might be. I just got what he meant by that. Okay. Basically what I'm saying is don't pick me. So I'm going to pick you, basically. Jake Anderson. Damn, there's like a couple in here I'd like to pick. Jake Anderson, I would definitely interested in. What did I say? You're in the running, yeah. Okay, and this is the last one. So I don't have to go through very many here. Kelly O'Neill, I will demonstrate this knife on camera. That is the assignment, and you understood the assignment, but Jake Anderson, I think, understood the assignment the best. Because I always like a funny, craziness-filled response. So right now, just looking at Jake Anderson is definitely near the top. Never even, but man, Danig Avrolowski, super interested in you, my friend. So what I think I'm going to do is, but then also Philip Salpa. Let's see. Just like knife community comes from cool. Is he from out of the country too? I think. You know what? I'm gonna do a preliminary. No, I'm not preliminary. I'm gonna award the knife to I think Jake Anderson because of his excellent post here. But then I think I'm gonna do a second one to somebody, and I'm not sure who it's gonna be. It's gonna have to be someone who I can send it to via Amazon. So we'll see, or maybe I'll send. Okay, I could Amazon the one to Jake Anderson and then mail the other ones kind of on the down low and say it's something else out of the country. Let's see, where are you at, Philip Salpa? Where are you located? If, whoopsie, can't fucking spell. Trying to type one-handed here. If out of the U.S., do you have a proxy? All right, so we'll send that off. All right, but now, for now, because I'm 99% sure, what the hell? Oh, there we go. 99% sure that Jake Anderson is in the U.S. He's going to get the first one. I think I'm going to send one more out depending on whether I can do it or not. Okay, so I'm going to send Jake Anderson, maybe the one from Amazon, as soon as he gets back to me. So Jake Anderson, you are the winner, dude, for now. Well, no, you are the winner for sure. And then there might be another winner. I'm going to pick someone else maybe to review against you. And we'll see whose review is best. So you better make it good, dude. Okay, Jake? All right, Jake. I'm going to check my email. I might already have his address if he was a winner before. But for now, have a nice day. And Jake Anderson, get in touch with me. I'll put the fact that you won under this video and also back on the on the one where you were supposed to enter. Okay? So, for everybody, have a nice day.